That's it, Marianne. It's one of these things, like Michael McIntyre, like a celebrity in your house, but it just like comes to your video and you're teaching the class a week. So we might do that one week. We'll do a Russian roulette, see who gets to take the class. Right. So we're going to start off very, very simple, very, very easy. We're going to go into our pronation lunge. Super easy. 1 minute. Right leg forward. Have a good grounding on the toe. We're just take our knee over towards the big toe. When you look down, just make sure that the knee's not massively inside the big toe. So we're going forward and over, slight angle. And a few times when I've been teaching this in the clinic this week, people are just really jamming into the inside of the knee. So try and go straight forward a bit more towards the big toe. So it's like a veer to the toe rather than a turn to the toe, if that makes sense. And I've been learning about the highway code because myself, Benji, and Sam and Nick got run over at a public or zebra crossing last night, and the person decided to take it onto Facebook to argue the point that pedestrians should be more aware of their surroundings. So I was reading up my highway code. So that's where I'm veering rather than turning. And that's suspected we were in the right. So we're just going over the big toe, back out, over the big toe, and back out. Just shifting the weight. Let the knee bend. Let the hips softly rotate round. And 5, 3, 2, 1. Switching over. Left leg's going to be forward this time. And all we're going to do is we're just going to shift the weight on and shift the weight back off again. All the way around to the big toe and then back out. Letting that knee come over the ankle, then come behind the ankle. Over the toe, behind the ankle. Pelvis, if it had 2 head torches on it, it's just going to be shining a bit like a lighthouse, just going from side to side. We're not going straight forward, we're just rotating. Lovely work. Shifting that way forward, and then all the way back. Try and think about that pressure through the big toe as we come forward. It's going to be the most when we're forward, it's going to be the least when we're all the way back. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and the last one. Next one is going to be our curtsy lunge into a hip lock. So we're going to start with our feet here. Hip locks at the front. Then we're just come down to the side there, and we're just going to tap, drive, tap, drive, and really use your arms to give you some sort of stability and balance there. So we're going to start in 3, 2, left leg stay still, right leg up, off we go. Tap, drive. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Go at a pace that you can control. And we're trying to keep our trunk up nice and tall as we come through the hip lock there. So we're not wibbly wobbly, we're not over to the sides. We're keeping ourselves nice and controlled through the core. Tap, drive. Tap, drive. Tap. It's rule H2, by the way, if you're looking for zebra crossings in the highway code. Tap, drive. Tap. Really work on that glutes and really work on the speed, be nice and slow and controlled. 10 seconds, nice little burner first thing. 3, 2, 1, and the right leg's going to be down, the left leg's going to be high, into hip lock, and off we go. Down. Down. Drive. The main purpose is trying to get as wide as you can, then drive through. Down wide, up and through. Down wide, up and through. Good job. The standing leg, the pressure is good into the ground, so you're trying to think about driving into the ground. From the curtsy position to the top, we're pushing down on the stance leg. Good work. 10 seconds. Allowing that knee to just soften as we rotate around the back. 3, 2, 1, and relax. On our first exercise, which is what we're going to call prone crawlers. So we face down, head's going to be on your hands, and all we're doing in this instance here is the left leg is working. The left leg's going to come up high, and then it's back down. Up high, and then back down. So we're really working the adductors, and we're really working the glutes to lift and pull the leg up. So, prone crawlers in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Pull it up, back down. Pull up, back down. Keeping that leg as close to the ground as you can, but it's still an active lift. Up and back. Your knee shouldn't slide across the ground. It should have about a centimetre off the ground as we're lifting. Works lower back, works glute, adductor, inside the knee opening out. As you come up, you should find your lower leg externally rotates, so the toes pointing down, toes pointing out to the side. So we're twisting through that tibia shaft. 3, 2, 1, opposite side, straight in. And back down. Up, back down. Head rests on hands, protect the lower back. Rotate that leg as you pull it up and in. So up, in, out, down. Good work in control, slide up, slide in. So really good for hip mobility, but also for that external rotation of the leg. 3, 2, 1, back on the first leg, up and back in. And you might find that one side is a bit like hot knife through bar, and then the second side is a bit like cold butter on a bit of bread. Really work on the range, that external rotation, keeping that hole inside the ankle, inside the knee, above the ground as we come up. Lift in place, lift in place, lift in place, lift in place. 3, 2, 1, second set off to the right, up, back down. Pelvis pressing straight down, lift and rotate from the hip. Try not to slide, it's a lift and it's a lift. Seconds. 3, 2, last set, off we go. Lift and then back down. Rotate And back down. 5 seconds, guys. Lift, rotate, back down. 10 seconds. 3, 2, last knuckle right. Straight in, off we go. Keep the pelvis nice and square. It's all coming from the hip. It's a lift in place rather than a slide. Step heavy now. Next seconds, guys. 5, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Grab a little pad or your foam roller or your hook and a Coke. And we're going to do our isometric leg lift. So we're going to have our pad down. Very simple, very easy. We're going to start with the left leg. Up nice and tall, toes up towards you. Up, over, down, up, over, down. The key thing is the knee's not bending to get the leg over. It has to be a nice stiff leg itself there. You can use a wall behind you to keep yourself nice and tall. That makes it easier for yourself as well. Or if you've got a chair that you can lean against, you can work through that there itself. So start with the pad just outside the leg. We've got a minute each leg times 3. In 3, toes up, 2, 1, off we go. Up, over, down, up, over, up, over, down, over. Then you start to feel that hip flexor and also the quads starting to work as we do this drill itself, keeping the toes put up towards you. Putting the toes up towards you really gets that quadricep working itself there. So if we can keep the toes pulled up, the more you point the toes down, the more chances you're going to bend the knee itself. Work. 3, 2, 1, and switch the pad over. Straight into the right leg. Ready? Off we go. Toes up. Back in. Toes up. Obviously, the higher your pad, or the higher the object you're going over, the harder it's going to be. So if it is starting to catch you the second and third sets, just take away the obstacle and just have a lift in place. Yeah. Take a position you're sliding, toes pulled up. It takes every sinew to stop the toes from pointing away to lift up, but pull them up towards you to make sure the quadricep is really working. Work. 3, 2, 1. Switching over again, second set. This time, the leg is rotating slightly. So imagine your side passing a football. Your foot's going to kind of just rotate out to the side here. You're going to lift up, over, and down. Keeping the foot rotated, up, over, and down. So the toes are pointing away. Okay, so ready. 3, 2, rotate, off we go. Up, over, down, up, rotate, up, over, down, up. It's a quad working, side past the football, or external rotate that lower leg. And as you look down, you should see not just the medial quad, but you should also see gracilis. You should see sartorius, which is all these big muscles that help to stabilize the knee itself. Good job, 10 seconds. Keep rotated out. And time, switch over. Good job. Pad on the outside. Right leg, rotate out to the side. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Up, down, up, down. Keeping that foot rotated around and seeing that muscle contract as you lift. So as you lift, the whole inside should be working. Good job. Jaw rotate, knee straight. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Last one. We're going to take the foot in the way this time. So we've got our foot. We're just going to turn the toes in the way this time. So we're going to try and hit the outside of the quadricep itself. So ready, toes turned in, off we go. Up, over, down, reach it head, over, down, up, down, keep the toes turned in. Turned in. And yeah, that need to work into here. 15 seconds, guys. Rotated. 3, 2, 1. Switch over. Last one. Right hand side. Rotate in the way. And ready. And green for go. Knee straight. Lift the leg into place. Squeeze the knee straight. Lift the leg into place. Five seconds. Keep that internal rotation. The foot, toe should be inside the heel as we lift in place. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So we're going to be on our sides for our next drill. Third drill, third of 5. The right leg over the top. The left leg's going to be pulsing at the bottom. Toes pulled up towards you. And we've got 3 by a minute each side itself here. The top leg, we're just keeping out of the way. The bottom leg is going to be nice and straight. Try not to have any bend in the bottom leg. It's going to be dead straight the whole time. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Upper body stays nice and long if you can. So really try and keep your core nice and long. No side flexion at the trunk itself there. Nice and controlled. Really try and lift that bottom leg off the ground. As high as you can go. Really squeeze that last couple of millimeters of range. Again, working that adductor longus, magnus, the gracilis, all these nice little muscles down the inside of that thigh. They all kind of help the hamstrings. So you often find that the groin strain comes on when the hamstrings have met their capacity and the adductors aren't there to back them up. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Switch sides. Left leg's going to be high, right leg's going to be low. Nice pulses. Legs straight. Off we go. Really try and push the heel down, pull the toes up, and just think about how high did the left go, and is the right going the same height? Does it feel different? Does it feel heavier? Does it feel lighter? Harder work, easier work? All these things are good little pointers to see, well, what do we need to work on? Long trunk. Squeeze the toes up, lift the heel. Pulse through that shin. Lift that inside ankle as high as you can go. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Switch over. Second one. Off the left leg being the bottom leg. Ready. Off we go. Pulse and lift. Pulse and lift. Straight leg. Knees straight out. Use your hand to support if you need to. Again, a really nice one for that inside knee. If the strength goes, then there's more load going through the joint. Now, the body is set up to take a lot more load through the inside of the knee than the outside of the knee. The MCL is twice as thick. The condyle, or the bit of bone that loads there, is thicker than the lateral side or the outside. So we are meant to load the inside of the knee, but it's the first place that gets the degeneration changes because we don't have the strength to support it. So really, really important one for longevity of the knees. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Switch around. Second set off the right hand leg. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. And pulsing by pulling. Lift, lift. Squeeze that leg through. Squeeze that leg. There guys, lift and squeeze, lift and pull. 5, 3, 2, 1. Last set off the left hand leg. Last set off the left hand leg. Ready? Down flat. Off we go. Pulse and pull, pulse and pull. You lift that bottom leg, pull the toes up, push your heel down, knee stays dead straight. Hold and squeeze. Halfway there, 30 seconds, guys. Last one on this side. 15. Work hard. Toes up, heels down, legs straight. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Last one off the right hand side. Straight in. Down nice and flat, nice and long through the torso. Left leg high. Toes up, heel. Off you go. Really get the pulses on the inside of that thigh. And later on today, you'll probably feel just a wee bit more of a dull ache on the inside of the groin than the inside of the thigh. That's completely normal. Might be walking a bit like John Wayne in the Westerns, just so that leg's been a wee bit achy. Just have to say, I'm preparing myself for the future. I'm getting strong on the medial side. You might get some funny looks, but that's okay. Squeeze and lift. Pull, 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 pull. Toes up. Push, 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 push. Heel down. Straight in the knee. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Good job. Wow. Your legs look stretched out. We're about to stand in next. Got an air drill. And this is where I've got pads to put down for myself. You're going to find yourself next to a wall. All we're going to do is holding on the wall itself. We're going to come up onto our tiptoes. We're slowly going to bend, walk the hand down the wall, tap the knees off the pads, then stand back up tall. So the pads can be a foam roller. It can be pretty much anything. So we're not going down to the ground. We're going down at height, and you're using the wall for support. Sissy Squats, Spanish squats. 3, 2, 1. Off we go down. Tap with the knees. Push through toes back up tall. Down. Tap with the knees. Push up tall. Work. Down. Push through the toes. Come back up. Lovely work. Down. Tap. Push through the toes. Back up. Right, and keep our upper body nice and tall. We're not leaning forward as much as able. Push through, back up. 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds recovery. The legs will shake out with 2 sets to go. 2 sets to go, and then we've got our wall sit to finish. Almost there. Legs little shake out. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Push through the toes. Tall. Again, using that wall or the chair or something close by just to give you a little bit of support and balance. Not a balanced drill. Hamstrings are going to be working. Quads are going to be working. Drive through the foot. Calves going to be working. All of the above. Make sure there's an equal pressure through the feet. As we come back up. And we're definitely pushing from the ground rather than using our hands to pull ourselves back up, okay? So we're really trying to use the feet and the quads. 3, 2, 1, 15 seconds. 1 set to go, guys. Legs look shaky out. Should legs. Should bags. 5, 3, 2, 1. Last set. Keeping upper body straight up and down. Vertical. As we tire, try not to collapse in. Control. Halfway house. Fifteen seconds. Push to the ground. 5, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Good job. Put your pads to the side. Our last drill, guys. One rep. A 2-minute holds. Wall squat. Heels against the wall. Heel in line with the toe. Heel in line with the toe. And we're dropping down to a quarter range. Okay, quarter range only. If you've got your pad close by, your foam roller close by, pop between your knees, okay? Get the inside of the knee really working. So, feet against the wall, heel in line with toe, heel in line with toe, pad in, drop down, off we go. 2 long minutes. Hold here. If you want it to be a wee bit more spicy, just drop down to half range. If you want it to be even spicier still, lift the heels off the ground. If you want to be spicier still, lift the heel off the ground. If you want to be mild, just come back up the wall. If you want to be milder, hold on to something. And if you want to be water, stop. 30 gone. 25% of the way there. Squeeze the roller. Really push knees together. Get the inside of the quad working. Instantly regretting this drill. Working hard, guys. Working well. Good check, Dad. Good check. Hold here. Don't sneak up if you can. 1 gone. 50% of the way there. Squeeze the knees. Feel the inside of the quads working. Hold here. Go to your happy place. Maybe it's burn. A nice little coffee. Swiss chocolate on the side. A little pastry chaser. Watching the world go by. 15 seconds, guys. Hang in there. Squeeze the knee. Really, really squeeze the knee. Bring on that cusp of cramp. 3, 2, and time. Well done. Good job, guys. Well done. Excellent work. Give legs a little shake up. Just going to pause the recordings. Well done. So today's class was all about the inside of the